Let me say something that sounds wrong, almost illegal to say out loud. Working hard will not make you rich. In fact, for most people, working harder is exactly what keeps them broke. And that's the part nobody talks about, because since we were kids, we were taught the same formula. Work hard, get good grades, get a good job, work harder, save money, retire someday. But look around. Do the hardest workers you know look rich? The warehouse workers, the nurses, the construction crews, the delivery drivers, the people pulling 12-hour shifts. Are they wealthy or are they exhausted? Because something doesn't add up. If hard work created wealth, those people would be millionaires, but they're not. So either they're doing something wrong or the system itself is. And today, I'm going to show you something most people never see: the hidden money system that decides who gets rich and who stays stuck. Because it has nothing to do with effort. It has everything to do with leverage. If you want income that works for you instead of you working forever, subscribe. Because on this channel, we build systems, not salaries. Let's break the biggest myth first. Hard work sounds noble. It sounds moral. It sounds correct. But it's incomplete. Because hard work only works if the system you're working inside actually multiplies your effort. If it doesn't, you just get tired faster. Imagine running as hard as you can on a treadmill, sweating, struggling, exhausted. Are you moving forward? No, you're just burning energy. That's most jobs. Motion without progress. Effort without leverage. Time traded for survival. And the worst part? You can't scale it. You can't work 30 hours a day. You can't duplicate yourself, so your income is capped forever. Hard work in the wrong system is just slow suffering. Let's talk math, simple math. If you make $20 an hour, even if you work 50 hours a week, that's about $52,000 a year before taxes. After taxes, maybe $40K. After rent, food, bills, life, almost nothing left. Even if you double your income, your lifestyle doubles too. Better apartment, better car, more expenses. So you never escape. You just upgrade the cage. That's the trap. Jobs pay just enough to survive, not enough to own. Because if everyone owned, nobody would show up to work. Think about that. The system depends on you needing the paycheck. Dependency is the design, not a bug. Here's what nobody teaches. Most people are stuck in a loop. Work, get paid, spend, back to work. That's it. That's their entire financial life. A circle. No exit. No multiplication. Just survival. You don't build. You don't own. You don't scale. You just repeat for 40 years. And then people call it retirement. But it's really just running out of time. That loop never creates wealth, because wealth requires ownership, and ownership isn't part of the job model. Now here's where things get interesting. Wealthy people don't work harder, they work differently. Instead of selling time, they build assets. What's an asset? Something that pays you without you being there. Examples: a YouTube video, a business, a product, software, real estate, licensing, royalties, systems. Notice something? None of those require clocking in. They produce income repeatedly. That's leverage. One effort paid forever. Compare that to a job. 1 hour, paid once. That's the difference. Linear versus exponential. And wealth only lives in exponential systems. Here's the rule that changes everything. If your income stops when you stop working, you don't own income. You rent it. True wealth happens when income continues without you. That's the entire game. Not work harder, not save more, but how do I get paid without trading time? That one question rewires your brain instantly, because now you're thinking like an owner, not an employee. Here's the uncomfortable truth. School trains employees, not owners. Think about it. You're taught to follow instructions, complete assignments, meet deadlines, ask permission, get graded. That's job training, not wealth training. Nobody teaches leverage, cash flow, systems, ownership, assets. So when you graduate, you only know one way to survive: get hired. Of course you do. That's what you were trained for. But rich people, they're trained differently. They're taught own things, build things, control things. That's a totally different mindset. This is where your life changes. You stop asking, how can I get a better job? And start asking, what can I build that pays me? That one question flips everything. Now every night becomes opportunity. Instead of Netflix, scrolling, complaining, you build. Because you realize every hour building systems equals future freedom. Every hour relaxing equals staying stuck. Short-term comfort or long-term freedom, that's the trade. People think, I need money to make money. No, you need leverage. And today, leverage is free. The internet, AI, content, skills, distribution. You can start with zero. Examples: start a YouTube channel, offer editing services, sell digital guides, affiliate products, build AI tools, freelance skills. All cost $0. Only effort. That's insane leverage. People 20 years ago didn't have this. We do. And most people waste it. Here's the practical blueprint. No hype, just mechanics. Days 1 to 30. Learn one skill. Launch one system. Messy. Days 31 to 60. Improve daily. Post more. Sell more. Test more. First $500 to $1,000. Days 61 to 90. Double what works. Cut what doesn't. Scale. Now you're making $2,000 to $3,000. That's real leverage. Now your job isn't survival. It's optional. That's freedom beginning. Section 10. Why most people won't do this. Here's the truth. This isn't hard. It's uncomfortable. Big difference. Most people would rather watch shows, scroll feeds, complain, stay safe, than sacrifice 2 to 3 hours nightly for 90 days. So they stay stuck. Not because it's impossible, because comfort is addictive. Freedom requires temporary discomfort. Few choose it. Imagine this. You wake up, check your phone, money came in overnight. Sales, views, clients, systems. No boss, no clock, no panic. Just ownership. That's not fantasy, that's mechanics. Anyone can build it. But you must stop believing hard work equals wealth, because it doesn't. Systems equal wealth. Always have, always will. If this changed how you see money, subscribe. Because every week we break down the hidden systems nobody teaches, so you can stop trading life for paychecks and start building income that works for you. Your future self will thank you. I'll see you in the next one.